Waka waka waka, what's up, man? Some good drinking here. Well, love. So, I got my new vinyl finds video. I feel like I haven't been doing them that much recently, and you know me. I go to my thrift stores, I'm checking out my Goodwills, my, you know, I haven't really been exchanging many of my records, so I haven't been getting too many things from, like, the main record stores. But I've been going to thrift stores, but I haven't been as lucky. It's just been kind of dry. But I got some stuff today. All these vinyls I got from Lunchbox Records in Charlotte, and they're each $1. And I got a couple CDs I'm going to show you guys. So, let me show you the CDs first. I got these all at a Goodwill the other day. And Mary moved to her new home. She has a Goodwill that's probably 15 minutes away from her that we don't usually go to. So I'm excited about that. By the way, I found my old hat from like back in the day in like high school that I loved. So I just rock this hat like everywhere I used to go. I used to rock it all the time. So we got some cool stuff here. I haven't listened to this much yet, but I mean, I can't see who would be down. Like, this is up my alley in terms of artwork. I heard 1 or 2 tracks. She just has a pretty voice. I'm not sure exactly how far out she goes in terms of her music style. But there were 2 albums of hers there. I picked up one of them. It's on Virt Records, V-I-R-T. This is from 2002. It's called Vienna Tang. Well, that's her name, Vienna Tang. Working Hour. So I was intrigued by, you know, the cover with the light bulb and her and the back image. I like the blue colors. And the artwork that's inside is really cool too. Lyrics are in there. So maybe I'll bring this up again one day. Oh, by the way, if you hear this awesome atmospheric music, listen to a really dope rapper. I've been putting out these ridiculous, long, solid albums. He's from Philadelphia, and his name is Ryshawn Jones. R-Y, Ryshawn Jones. Yeah, dude, it's straight up hard to even like understand everything he's saying all the time because he's so in depth in like the psyche. But his production's sick, and it's just a good thing to lay down in bed too, you know. Now this is his newest album, by the way. His newest album. Well, he just put a brand new one out a couple days ago, but this was like the one he worked on a lot. It's called My Darkest Days, My Brightest Nights. This is good. I've been listening to this. I got through the first 5 songs or 6 songs, and I listened to it a couple times, those first 5 or 6, and I like it a lot. This is a worship album. It's a woman named Susie Wills Urari. Maybe Marty. Marty might not be familiar with her because this is from the Carolina area. The record's called Shining. All the lyrics are inside of it with some cool photos and whatnot. And what's really cool, the reason why I picked it up, is that there's a lot of really good musicians that come out of a really famous, popular Charlotte church here called Morning Star. And this is on Eagle Star Productions, which is basically a division of Morning Star Fellowship Church. So, it's good stuff in here. I really enjoyed this. So, Susie Wills Urari, or it's Y-R-A-E-I, Urari, Shining. Cool cover. And this is really interesting, okay? I found these 2 CDs at the same time, but I didn't realize that they're actually the same main guy. Now, this is the first album he ever put out. The guy's name is Will Hold'em, okay? You guys might know about this guy. Now, he put out records under different monikers using the word Palace or Palace Brothers in it, but it's really his work. Now, the first album he put out was under the name The Palace Brothers, and it's called There Is No One What Will Take Care of You on Drag City. It looked intriguing, you know, and I thought maybe it had Christian undertones, because it has these, like, sort of, you know, Oh Lord, Are You in Need? I Was Drunk at the Pulpit. That's a great song, by the way. Oh Paul, Riding, King Me. But there's more to it. It's not really as much as like that as you think. It's just It's just singer-songwriter stuff, really, really, really raw. I know Kurt Cobain played on 2 of these songs. I know that on some of them on here. Pretty sure it was this one. I don't think it was this one. This is another. Then he put out another one, and this one I was intrigued by because of the cover and the CD itself looked really cool. This is the only record that this guy Will Hold'em put out that's under his actual name. This is called Will Hold'em Joya. It's like a goat in the front. The CD looked really cool. The booklet was nice. The booklet's actually really cool. Look, looks like it's a own booklet that you open up. It actually says like a slit, and inside, which I haven't listened to this one yet, there's a little pamphlet. How cool is that? I'm really into that. It has like typing, and then there's some like, you know, his like writing on top of it. I really like this for a CD layout. So we got those 2 from Will Hold'em. And then this one, I'm excited about this, guys. I know a lot of you guys, this is a band that I really want to get into, but haven't gotten a chance to yet. This is Pavement. It's their 4th album. I got these all for $1. This is their 4th album. It's called Bright in the Corners. I'm pretty sure it's their 4th, but whoever knows Pavement knows the album. Now tell me, you know me, I tend to like to listen to try to listen to some artists from their earlier stuff. But hey, I got the CD, you know what I mean? So what do you guys who are Pavement fans, I think it was my man Jeff, was it you, Glowing Cabbage, who I think showed Pavement a while back in a particular video, and you were stoked because you found a great copy of Crooked, whatever the album is with Crooked in it. Like, let me know, Jeff, if you watch this, or anyone, let me know, Pavement fans, like, in terms of where this album ranks and how it's different from others, and, you know, if you guys know me and my style, why I like it. I've been really wanting to listen to Pavement. I like Matador, too. Okay, so those are the CDs. Let's get into the albums. This one was sealed in the shrink wrap, and I thought, hey, what the hell, you know, so I picked it up. These are all $1. I don't know a lot of these people. This is Leon Everett, I Don't Want to Lose. Contains the hit single Over, it says. It's very country. I was thinking, I should have known with the Nashville 71 sign, but I was thinking it just looked interesting. The titles look like they'd be kind of interesting, you know? I love that woman, like The Devil Loves Sin. Shadows on My Mind. Probably should have known. It's on a label called Orlando Records, which looks exactly to me like the Baltimore Orioles. I think it was an 87. The label's from Tennessee. But I'll be honest with you, man, it just, I don't know. I'll listen to this stuff more. I do like some country. Like, I like the Johnny Cash I have. Modern day stuff today. I really like stuff from Kenny Chesney that I've heard. And I really like female singers like Lady Antebellum. But I've never, you know, it has to be particular country, and this one just didn't seem to be something that grabbed me. It's from 1980. But hey, it was a sealed one for $1. No waste. This is a guy named Sam Frazier Jr. And this is an album called the label actually called it the Mr. Wrong album. Mr. Wrong, Pride of Alabama. Big Sam Sings Country. I'll tell you right now, I don't know why this lady Ruth G. Finch is on the back, because I don't see the correlation. Check this out. No. It's on Blue Rock Records. And it's got a little Eric from Toronto find in here. That's always fun, right? I got this little sheet, Sam Frazier Jr. little promotion photo. I read history. He's on Wikipedia, and he grew up somewhere in Alabama, and seemed to have a pretty crazy life. You know, like his parents were like doing illegal things and raising money by having these barbecues on Fridays that would go on until Saturday mornings, and they were like basically doing drinks and everything, and they were charging people out of their home and making this cash. He moved to his uncle, joined his uncle somewhere else in another place in Alabama, and he went to high school there, and he met some guys. You know, he said, she said, this guy knows this guy, musicians wise, and he started doing some stuff around the same time as Charlie Pride was doing stuff. And I know my man Paulie knows about his Charlie Pride, and you know, he's like one of the first, you know, black country guys, and this guy was like doing the same thing at the same time, so he told him to go for it. Always down with the Bjork sample. Now, I was really intrigued by this. I don't know much about this guy. I know he has a couple earlier singles like Steppin' Out and some other stuff, but I didn't know what it was in the front. This is Joe Jackson, Willpower. And, you know, I popped it on, and, you know, there were longer tracks, and there were interesting titles, like, side 1 is like No Pasaran, Solitude, Willpower, and side 2 is Nocturne and Symphony in One Movement. Symphony in One Movement was actually a rewritten version of a score that this guy wrote for the film Shijin no I, which is House of the Poet, shown at the Expo 85 Science Exposition in Tsukuba, Japan. So he wrote some stuff for this Japanese film, and then he expanded on it. Supposedly this is like, I think even Joe Jackson fans, who are fans of Joe Jackson, aren't really fans of this record. But when I go and look it up on YouTube, like, of course I look to see it because I want to see what people's comments were from the real listeners, and a lot of them were like saying, you know, it's a very underrated album, that even Joe Jackson fans would appreciate it, it's a real masterpiece. And I mean, jumping through it back and forth, man, there's some really cool classical things going on in here. I haven't listened to it much all the way through. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more, but I liked it when I was popping it on. So I was down. I was sold for $1. The label's on A&M Records. The label's really, really sweet, too. It's in great shape. All these records are in very good shape. Some are perfect, and, you know, a lot of them, some just have a couple pops. Nothing much. Just, like, not even really noticeable. This here is, I got 2 Kiss albums. I'm going to tell you, I listened to some more Kiss tonight. I listened to side 1 of Love Gun, and I thought to myself, I don't know if I'm going to get this. Like, I don't know if I can get the Kiss love that everyone has today, even, you know? It's just that a lot of the tracks seem similar to me. So I want some, I'll love to have some comments on Kiss fanatics on that. But then I listened to side 2, and I was really feeling some of the songs a bit more. I only had Detroit Rock City. I never listened to it all the way through. But when you see a Kiss album for $1 in great shape, you just want to get it. You know what I mean? Plus, man, their earlier album covers are just sick. You know, I always thought they were sick. I remember hearing that Love Gun was one of their top ones. I think, Paulie, did you mention maybe that Love Gun was your favorite? I think it might have been you. But I know it's, man, I love this album cover with them and the women on the bottom. So we got Love Gun. And I guess it makes sense because, like, on first side, I know I was heard that song just Tomorrow and Tonight, and they said, I heard like a guy in AllMusic wrote that was sort of just like a rip-off of Rock and Roll All Night. But songs like the title track, Love Gun itself, Almost Human, that was a great song, Almost Human. Those are the 2 that stood out to me on this album. So, got the original sleeve. What a cool original sleeve, huh? And then we also got the one before that, Rock and Roll Over. What a sick album cover. I think I'm just more intrigued by their makeup and their artwork and what they do. And like, I just need to really spend more time paying attention to them. I really like, I like what I hear, but it just seems like it just, it seems like it gets repetitive, But, for all you Kiss fans, are you guys bigger fans of Rock and Roll Over, or are you guys big fans of the following album, Love Gun? I'll tell you now, I am done with, what's on here? Isn't there? I was wrong. I thought one of the bigger ones was on here. Oh, Calling Dr. Love. I'm all about Calling Dr. Love. This band just looked cool. I thought the album was intriguing. It's like an album from '79. It's like they were like the first in the brim of the '80s weird stuff, funny, corny stuff. A band called Face Dancer. There's not much on them on terms of Googling. And the album's called This World, and it's like this funny like situation with like this thing to blow your mind, like like a flat world with this like crazy dimension below with like a 2D prison cell, and then your boys are in the back here. And when I heard at the beginning, it's just like rockish, prog-ish stuff. Not really that prog, just rock band. Sleeve in here. It's on that nice Capitol label, purple label. Now, if you guys, I don't know if it's on YouTube or not, but when the song on here that caught my attention when I was jumping over the grooves a couple bit when I was looking through these albums. Hold on a second. There's an album. The song in here that caught my attention was a song called Change. Rob, you always know about these types of albums. I always throw these out there. You're like, oh yeah, Face Dancer. I saw those guys like 5 times back in '78 before they got big for this album in '79. Look at this, my first UB40. Before Zach was showing UB40 albums and a couple of his vinyl finds, I didn't even know that UB40, who they were, and that they were the ones that made Red. They made Red Red Wine, right? Red Red Wine. So this is their album Rat in the Kitchen on A&M Records. This is a wild cover, huh? It's cool. Just a good UB40 album to start with. It's my first one ever. Man, I'm down with some reggae music. This is summertime, right? Summertime loving. This is awesome. Okay, so I know who Billy Paul is, and the reason I knew Billy Paul was because Dilla, one of my favorite Dilla beats is his beat for Let the Dollar Circulate. He took Billy Paul's song Circulate, and let the dollar circulate, let the dollar circulate, yeah, 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 boom, boom. Damn. Search J Dilla Circulate right now. This is a demonstration copy, not for sale copy of this. This is another album of his. That's the only album I knew, that song. This is Billy Paul. I heard this is actually a famous one, so cool. War of the Gods. Cool how this gatefold folds out on the front side. And then you got your boy chilling in his normal attire when he wakes up in the morning and goes down and get his newspapers from the mailbox. And this is on the same Philadelphia International Records that I found, not West, but I think it's Montgomery album from earlier in the funk finds I had. So I was excited to pick up a Billy Paul record, get some smooth loving tunes going. Great album cover, huh? And last but not least for my vinyls, we have this one. This is another one that's my first of this guy, and I don't know any of his songs. I know he's probably for doing really good versions of covers with his gritty voice, but the guy has a lot of albums, so he must be doing something right. This is his live album. This is Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. What do you guys got for me? Now, if you guys know this record and own this, then you already know how cool it is inside. For you that don't, I should show this in that really cool thread. I'm sorry I didn't get around to it. My man, someone with an A, he was a newer member, and Jess did a video, and then Panic Then Fall did as well, for 6 gatefold albums, or 6 favorites, and this one is sick. I would put this one in there. So this is like a live double LP. You open it up. It has like a poster for the event, and if you look around all the portraits, it has all the names of the people that are performing with them. You got some Rita Coolidge in there. I saw that. She was in there. The Delta lady. You know. Joe Cocker, Leon Russell, Master of Space and Time, Chris Staten, the Foxy Prince of Roll. So this looks sick, right? That's the best gatefold ever, right? No. Check it out. It opens up another way. Isn't that freaking awesome? I know that's the cover from his first album. A&M Records. Bam. Bam. Vinyl down, vinyl down. Yeah, so those are my vinyl finds, guys, and the couple CDs I got here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So I'm working Monday through Thursday this whole week at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm working like 8-hour shifts every day, these 4 days, because I was lucky enough that my boss helped me out with still getting at least 30, and I got 32 hours this week, and I have 3 days off, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, Dust, the group I go to on Tuesday nights, the church congregation I go to on Tuesday nights, young adults, we are actually going on a sick retreat that I heard was amazing last time. We're going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Don't think it's near that close to Memphis, though. So me and Mary are driving there on Friday, and it's not like a scheduled thing when you get there where there's plans for the weekend, you're doing this, you're doing this. It's just relaxing. We got jacuzzis, we got 3 floors. It's like a resort, dude. I want you guys to see it. This is called the Dream View Manor, and it's part of the Sugar Maple Cabins. I want you guys to see what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Looks like it's a dollhouse. Looks like it's fake. There's my jacuzzi. Look at this view. Look at the kitchen. Look at this house. So it can be more excited. All the beds are like made out of tree bark and tree limbs. Sweet. I'm gonna be busting out on the air hockey table right there. But I mean, look at that, man. So I'm excited. So this is what I'm gonna be doing for the next 3 days. I'll see if I can do some videos for you guys, or do something like that, just so we say, hey VC, here we are. I'll check if there's any music stores in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, but I don't know if there are. So yeah, that's it. Waka waka waka. That's my new phrase now, thanks to Conrad.